What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new recap and review of American Horror Story Cult, this time for episode 8, aptly titled, Winter of Our Discontent. Discontent is certainly brewing in Kai's cult, as the women of the group are feeling marginalized and kind of cheated out of a promised equal role. Will Kai be able to maintain his hold on the group, or will his new empire start to fall apart? Let's start with a quick recap. The episode opens with Dr. Vincent coming back to congratulate his brother on the election and wanting to get more involved with his movement, but clearly recognizing something's wrong with his brother. Back to the women's storyline, we see that they're essentially not so subtly forced into domestic roles, literally cooking for his newfound army, leading to even more tension rising, except for Winter, who still believes in his larger plan. We learn why in a weird flashback. We see that Kai and Winter once got way in over their heads when trolling on the web led them to get caught up in a fundamentalist's religious torture house before they turned the tables on him, killing him in one of his own torture instruments. And that was really kind of the incident that broke Kai, according to Winter, who still thinks he can be steered back to good and believes in his larger plan for the world. In the very next scene, Kai and Winter do the Pinkie power ritual, where he clues her in on her role in the next step of his grand plan. She'll be the mother of a child that will carry on their mission by a freaky three-way between him, her, and Samuels, the cop. But things go south when Winter calls the whole thing off, and for her punishment she's forced to wear a dunce cap and distribute trash on the side of the road. Samuels is there to oversee her punishment. Here, Samuels tells Winter how he and Kai met. Kai was writing phony prescriptions under his brother's name, and Samuels busted him, but instead of bringing him in, he made Kai give him 70% of the profits before Kai helped him basically understand that he was gay, but there's a whole larger power thing at play there. When Winter insults him, he tries to rape her, but she pulls his gun off of him and shoots him in the head. Back to Allie's storyline, we learn that she was in a psych ward for the last 3 weeks, and here she confronts Dr. Vincent, who reveals to her that he actually believes her about Kai now, and he knows more than anyone how dangerous his brother is, promising to help her stop him and reunite her with her son. But things take an interesting turn when Allie calls Kai over for dinner and offers him information in exchange for her son back. She spills the beans about Dr. Vincent trying to have him committed, which he initially doubts but in the end believes. This leads to Kai and his clown posse tying up Beverly and Rudy. We learn that Rudy was the one who taught Kai about Pinkie power, which he forces him to do before cutting his pinky finger off and stabbing him in the neck. As to why Beverly's there, Winter lied to Kai about Samuel's death, saying that Beverly was the one to kill him. When Kai confronts her in front of his supporters, she burns him badly, basically calling him an incompetent fake and leading Kai to take her to the isolation chamber to continue torturing her. But the episode ends at a huge shocker as Kai welcomes the group's newest member, Allie, to Ivy's clear horror. Without a doubt, this was a really good episode, as the show got back to the twists and turns this season's delivered time and time again, with honestly maybe the most twisty and turny episode of the year. We see Kai descending more into madness and neuroses, more like an actual cult leader than a mastermind as a direct result of him starting to lose his grip. I also really like to look into his backstory and the event that really kind of shaped him, as this episode really helped explain also why Winter has stood by him this long, despite pretty clearly fundamentally different views. At the same time, we see a new bolder Allie on display in this episode, and finally, after basically months of the world's most extreme immersion therapy, she's not afraid of anything anymore, and a new, braver Allie could be a really dangerous thing for Kai's plans from within, but I feel like there's still more twists to come out of that. But one of the real silver linings of this episode was how funny it was, which is kind of ironic, as this episode also saw Kai descend into more insane cult shenanigans. I mean, from Winter's comment about her being at the Women's March just months ago to All for One's I Swear is a Holy Song, the show just kind of, it's always had this humorous bent to it, but this episode kind of took it to another level, as the absurdity kind of reaches another level. Speaking of that, to some people the absurdity might have kind of reached a breaking point in this episode. It might have been the jumping the shark episode for some people, but I actually really like they're playing it up. I mean, cults by their very nature are basically just group delirium. They're kind of group absurdity, and I just think it feels at home, and I just kind of like the absurd nature of this season as a whole. Overall, I'll give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. That's gonna do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. For even more content, check out our website at hybridnetworkyt.com, and if you love HN and want to take your support to the next level, consider donating to us on Patreon as we continue striving to bring you the best content possible. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.